Crystal's going to be talking about the future of MSNBC, but I guess, Crystal, this is the rare moment of agreement between you and Elon Musk.
After weeks of speculation by the media and repeated denials from Microsoft, it is now official. Elon Musk has acquired MSNBC. This news has taken many by surprise, despite multiple hints of his growing interest in the network. According to trusted sources, Musk aims to reduce bias in the network's coverage and shift its focus towards the latest developments in technology and entertainment. However, while this sounds exciting, it leaves many wondering, how did this happen, and what does the future hold? Join us as we explore why and how Elon Musk bought MSNBC. Why is Elon Musk buying MSNBC? This is perhaps the biggest question on people's minds ever since rumors of the acquisition surfaced. Given Musk's well-documented passion for technology and open communication, one would assume he would invest in platforms that align more with his vision. His acquisition of Twitter, now rebranded as X, was driven by his desire to foster free speech. So, why would he turn his attention to MSNBC, especially when other, seemingly better options were within reach? There are countless alternatives he could have pursued, from popular educational platforms like Substack and Vice Media to major streaming services like Hulu and Netflix. Reddit, for instance, thrives on user-generated content, making it an ideal hub for open discussions and innovation. Medium allows writers to share their insights with a global audience, an excellent space for leading tech minds to express their ideas. Netflix and YouTube, on the other hand, are already known for their tech-related content, offering exclusive documentaries and reviews that reach diverse audiences worldwide. Despite these alternatives, Musk chose MSNBC for a specific reason. Contrary to what some might believe, this was not a bad decision. Insider reports suggest that acquiring MSNBC is part of a larger effort to build a media network dedicated to delivering purely informative content with a strong emphasis on technology. Musk wants to make tech news and industry trends more accessible to a wider audience, including those who may not be well-versed in the field. His goal is to eliminate barriers that prevent people from staying informed. For example, major updates about Tesla and SpaceX are often announced at tech conferences streamed on various platforms, but only a limited audience can access them. Attending one of these events can be prohibitively expensive. According to the Global Conference Alliance, the average cost of attending a tech conference in the U.S. ranges from $400 to $1,000 per ticket. Given Musk's high-profile status, a conference led by him would likely be even more expensive. These prices are out of reach for many, making it difficult for the average person to stay informed. Even tech enthusiasts have their limits when it comes to spending on these events. As a result, most people rely on social media to follow these updates. However, this approach is flawed. It limits access to only those who are already engaged with tech-related content. Musk wants to change this by making tech news readily available to everyone, including potential investors and audiences who may have never considered exploring the industry before. And what better way to do so than by leveraging a major American news network that delivers real-time updates? A need for better tech coverage. Over the years, there have been numerous instances where the public remained unaware of groundbreaking technological advancements until weeks after their release. This delay has often resulted in poor sales, negative reviews, and unrealistic expectations, as people were not properly informed about new products. A prime example of this occurred in 2020. On September 22, 2020, Tesla held a tech conference to unveil a revolutionary battery technology that was both cheaper to produce and more efficient than its predecessors. These advancements made Tesla cars more affordable while improving their battery life and reducing risks such as overheating or explosions. However, due to a lack of media coverage, most people outside the tech community remained unaware of this major breakthrough. Consequently, when Tesla introduced vehicles with these advanced batteries, public reaction was lukewarm. Many simply didn't understand the significance of the new technology. A similar situation arose a month later when Tesla announced the world's first full self-driving software on October 22, 2020. Despite being in its beta phase, the technology press praised its potential. However, because major news networks failed to cover it properly, the general public had little understanding of what it entailed. When Tesla finally rolled out its full self-driving roadmap, it quickly became a subject of online mockery. The negative response could have been avoided if mainstream news outlets had provided better coverage, explaining what the product was and what consumers should expect. Musk wants to change this by ensuring that news about his company's technological advancements is delivered directly to the public, without delays, filters, or editorial bias from major media outlets. His ambition has always been to push his innovations beyond the tech industry and into the mainstream. Given his track record, it's no surprise that he set his sights on MSNBC. Musk's expanding influence. Musk's involvement in various industries beyond his core businesses is nothing new. Over the years, his work has attracted numerous federal contracts and subsidies, totaling over $4 billion. These deals come from agencies such as NASA, the Department of Defense, the Department of Homeland Security, and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA. Many of these contracts have funded Tesla's development of specialized batteries used in military and governmental operations. Meanwhile, SpaceX has secured billions in funding from NASA to launch satellites and transport astronauts to the International Space Station, ISS. The Department of Defense has also invested heavily in SpaceX's military satellite launches, with total contributions exceeding $5 billion. These examples illustrate Musk's broader ambition to extend his reach beyond technology alone. He has already expanded into government sectors, media platforms, and now mainstream news networks. With MSNBC under his control, many are wondering, what changes should we expect in the coming months? What to expect from MSNBC under Musk? With this unexpected acquisition, significant changes to MSNBC's programming are inevitable. Sources suggest that Musk plans to shift the network's focus toward topics such as emerging technologies, live sports, entertainment news, artificial intelligence, and renewable energy. While this may sound unusual at first, there's a clear strategy behind it. Musk envisions a media network dedicated exclusively to informative content, steering away from heavy political commentary and towards subjects that impact daily life. These include health, lifestyle, esports, and major technological breakthroughs. Interestingly, this vision is not entirely different from MSNBC's original purpose. When the network launched in 1996 as a joint venture between Microsoft and NBC, its goal was to appeal to a younger audience growing increasingly indifferent to current affairs. To make news more engaging, the network featured a mix of entertainment, technology discussions, and lifestyle content. Shows like The Site and MSNBC Investigates focused on cutting-edge technology and true crime stories, aiming to provide content beyond traditional political news. Musk's plans for MSNBC may be a modern revival of this approach, an attempt to transform it into a hub for technological and scientific advancements, much like his vision for Twitter. By shifting the network's priorities, he aims to ensure that groundbreaking innovations are not only recognized, but also widely understood by the public. With all these potential changes on the horizon, one thing is certain: MSNBC under Elon Musk will be vastly different from the network it once was. Whether this transformation will succeed remains to be seen, but if Musk's history is anything to go by, he is determined to reshape the media landscape just as he has done with the automotive, space, and social media industries. As time passed, MSNBC underwent a significant transformation. Initially praised for its balanced approach to current events, which appealed to younger audiences uninterested in politics, the network gradually shifted towards a more partisan stance. Instead of simply reporting news as it unfolded, MSNBC began actively taking sides on controversial issues. Many of its hosts became highly opinionated, and as younger generations engaged with politics through the internet, the network found a new audience with more radical viewpoints, aligning itself with one side of the political spectrum. However, MSNBC was not alone in this shift. Other networks like CNN, Fox News, and the New York Times followed a similar trajectory, evolving from nuanced reporting to highly opinionated content within just a decade. Elon Musk believes that diversifying content will reduce media bias and refocus attention on technological advancements that benefit everyone, regardless of cultural leanings. His vision aims to reshape how news is perceived, moving away from divisive political coverage and towards a more comprehensive approach that includes tech news, entertainment, sports, and more. One of the most immediate and dramatic changes will be mass layoffs, including the replacement of top executives with individuals who align with Musk's vision. This new leadership will include tech-savvy professionals and renowned tech reviewers from platforms like YouTube, some of whom have worked with Musk before. The goal is to reinvent the network into a hub for innovation rather than opinion-driven content. A key part of this transformation will be a more transparent editorial process, allowing audiences to see how top stories are selected and reported. Special programs will offer behind-the-scenes insights into the decision-making process, fostering greater trust in the network. Musk also promises to introduce advanced storytelling methods, leveraging cutting-edge technology to enhance the network's appeal. One major innovation is the integration of augmented reality, AR, to create a more immersive viewing experience. Instead of traditional weather forecasts presented by anchors pointing at screens, AR technology will generate holographic displays, featuring large interactive graphics and real-time visuals that simplify complex topics. Constantly updated 3D maps and charts will make intricate concepts more accessible to a broader audience. Based on audience reactions, Musk plans to take this even further by incorporating virtual reality, VR, into MSNBC's broadcasts. For an additional fee, breaking news coverage could include virtual tours of live events, exclusive behind-the-scenes access to major shows, and immersive reports from disaster zones. This shift will allow viewers to experience news in a more engaging and impactful manner, bringing events to life rather than simply presenting them as distant reports. National celebrations and moments of silence will carry a new depth of emotion, making audiences feel more connected to global events. Beyond visual enhancements, Musk aims to integrate advanced AI features to improve accessibility. Imagine live news broadcasts translated into hundreds of languages in real time, an impressive feat that is only the beginning. For audiences who prefer a more personalized news experience, MSNBC's upcoming AI-powered app will analyze data, identify trends, and tailor news updates based on individual preferences. Long articles and reports will be transformed into engaging short videos, similar to TikTok and YouTube Shorts, featuring animations and custom voiceovers to make current affairs more digestible and entertaining. Simplicity will be a core principle of this new approach. The app will present top stories through concise, engaging videos with language tailored to different reading levels, from basic explanations suitable for a third grader to more sophisticated summaries for advanced readers. Users can choose their preferred level of complexity, ensuring news is presented in a way that best suits their understanding. Musk also plans to incorporate blockchain technology into MSNBC's operations, creating a decentralized system for storing news content. This innovation will prevent past reports from being altered or erased, ensuring accountability and transparency. By providing a permanent record of how information was sourced and reported, the network will establish a higher standard for credibility and combat misinformation. Implementing these advanced technologies will require a stable and high-speed internet connection, one beyond what Musk's current Starlink system can offer. However, with companies like Apple, AT&T, Qualcomm, and Samsung collaborating under the NextG Alliance to develop 6G technology by the early 2030s, Musk is laying the groundwork for MSNBC to leverage these future advancements. His goal is to ensure seamless connectivity, allowing users to interact with real-time broadcasts without lag. Of course, major staff changes are inevitable in the coming months. Similar to Twitter's transformation after Musk's acquisition, MSNBC will likely face criticism, a drop in stock value, and the loss of advertisers who oppose its new direction. While these setbacks are significant, the network is expected to build a dedicated and loyal audience, much like X, formerly Twitter, which continues to thrive despite its declining stock value. Perhaps the most controversial change will be the rebranding of MSNBC, a move that is unlikely to sit well with longtime viewers and mainstream media outlets. Media reactions to the acquisition. Public response to Musk's purchase of MSNBC has been mixed. While many are excited about the changes, others are deeply concerned. However, compared to the backlash following his acquisition of Twitter, the response has been relatively subdued. Since no major changes have been implemented yet, much of the discussion revolves around speculation about Musk's vision for the network. The biggest concern is the potential mass layoffs that could see hundreds of employees lose their jobs within days. Some argue this is a necessary sacrifice for the network to evolve, while others warn that such drastic measures will lead to prolonged backlash, much like what happened with Twitter. Critics also worry about the integrity of MSNBC's coverage under Musk's ownership. With the network now under his control, many fear that stories related to his technological ventures will lack critical analysis, presenting only positive perspectives while downplaying potential issues. Skeptics argue that the network's editorial independence may be compromised, leading to biased reporting that serves Musk's interests. Financial analysts highlight another challenge: maintaining the network's profitability. With multiple investors likely to withdraw funding, Musk may have to personally finance MSNBC for several years before it becomes self-sustaining. Experts estimate that the network will operate at a loss for at least 3 to 5 years, making it a risky short-term investment. However, given Musk's track record, he appears willing to take this financial hit in pursuit of his broader vision. While the future of MSNBC under Musk remains uncertain, one thing is clear: the network is on the brink of a radical transformation. Whether these changes will lead to success or further controversy remains to be seen. But if history is any indication, Musk is determined to reshape the media landscape just as he has done with the automotive, space, and social media industries. Potential challenges and concerns. However, that doesn't necessarily mean the acquisition will be profitable. Another major concern is that Elon Musk may be steering the company towards a more conservative narrative, using technological advancements as a justification for promoting right-leaning values. While this remains speculative, it is just one of several concerns that people have raised. Stay with us as we dive deeper into the most common fears surrounding this acquisition. Widespread concerns about the acquisition. The apprehensions surrounding this development are vast and multifaceted, ranging from reasonable skepticism to outright speculation. Given that this takeover comes just 2 years after the Twitter controversy, many now fear that Musk is attempting to monopolize the flow of global information. His influence spans industries critical to national security, from a worldwide satellite network used by NASA and the U.S. Department of Defense to now acquiring one of America's most recognized news networks. This has led to growing concerns that he may be shaping narratives across multiple sectors to serve his own interests. With government support backing many of his ventures and his ownership of the 12th largest and most engaged social media platform, critics argue that Musk has the ability to influence public opinion on critical matters like artificial intelligence ethics, climate policies, and space exploration. Given the vast audiences interacting with his platforms, his perspectives on these subjects could become dominant, leaving little room for opposing viewpoints. Another concern is that Musk's recent acquisition could set a precedent where billionaires buy out platforms that challenge their beliefs. If it happened with Twitter, skeptics argue, it could happen elsewhere, especially now that Musk has demonstrated how easily such takeovers can be orchestrated. But there's more. Beyond controlling the narrative, some fear that his growing financial grip over various industries could stifle competition and innovation. If every network that challenges his views is at risk of being acquired, they argue, there may be little incentive left for true investigative journalism or unbiased reporting. Over time, this could reduce the need for innovation, as the absence of competition would lead to stagnation in the industry. Privacy concerns have also been raised, particularly in light of past data scandals. Many recall the 2018 Facebook controversy, where a company allegedly harvested personal data from over 80 million users without consent. The data was then used to deliver highly targeted political ads, making users feel their privacy had been invaded. Although Facebook's CEO, Mark Zuckerberg, denied selling personal data, he admitted that the platform utilized user information to optimize advertising. Now, with Musk having access to even more private data across multiple platforms, some believe history could repeat itself. Moreover, critics argue that Musk's rising influence is creating a generation that is overly dependent on a single entity for technological advancements. This concern seems reinforced by the increasing reliance of the U.S. Navy on Starlink, Musk's satellite internet service. Government agencies have been tight-lipped about the extent to which their classified operations rely on this technology, further fueling speculation about his growing influence. The political angle. Another major point of contention is Musk's newfound political involvement. Following Donald Trump's victory in the presidential election, Musk was appointed as the head of the newly established Department of Government Efficiency. With biotech entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy by his side, he has been tasked with restructuring federal agencies to improve cost-effectiveness and operational efficiency. While some view this as a positive development, arguing that the wealthiest man in the world is well-equipped to optimize government spending, others see it as undue influence. Critics argue that Musk, with little to no political experience, is now wielding power over crucial governmental functions. This raises concerns about whether his decisions will truly benefit the public or simply align with his personal interests. However, is there really cause for alarm? Stick with us as we break it down. The reality of the situation. To put these concerns into perspective, it's important to recognize that MSNBC will continue operating in a diverse media landscape. Despite Musk's growing influence, he cannot purchase every media outlet. Many platforms will resist being controlled no matter how much money is offered. In fact, his acquisition of MSNBC was itself considered highly improbable, as few expected Microsoft to part with such a valuable asset so easily. As long as free speech remains a core principle, a variety of perspectives will continue to exist across different platforms. Additionally, if reports are accurate, Musk has committed to maintaining editorial independence, allowing journalists to report the news without direct interference. The primary difference under his leadership would be the incorporation of advanced technological features and a broader range of content designed to attract a more diverse audience. Even if Musk had purely self-serving intentions, media companies still operate under strict regulations and oversight. MSNBC is no exception, even if rebranded under a different name. As the world awaits an official statement from Musk, Microsoft, and NBC executives, the future of this iconic news network remains uncertain. So, what are your thoughts? Are these concerns justified? Will this acquisition reshape mainstream media as we know it? Let us know your opinions in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, check out the next video on your screen. You won't want to miss it.